James, and this is going to be my computer science capstone certificate track presentation, going over what I did this semester and how I learned from it. So, my project description, long story short, I want to be an IT specialist or perhaps a cybersecurity engineer. And so I kind of worked my way backwards on how I'd like to get there and what I thought would be most beneficial. The certificate track seemed very great as it was self-paced. You could choose your own learning, and these are real industry level certificates that you can show to employers as well. So, I really wanted to strengthen my understanding of cloud engineering, cloud hosting, as well as cybersecurity principles. And to do this, I did choose five different industry grade certificates, professional certificates, in order to show off on my resume and my portfolio as well. And this really helped because now that I have the introductory ones out of the way, I can actually pursue intermediate level certificates, something a little bit more heavily recognized and showcasing my skills. And I can continue to sort of structure my own personal learning plan outside of school and after college to continue the ownership of my own growth as well. So the certificates that I completed this semester are going to be the Google Cybersecurity Certificate, the AWS Cloud Practitioner Certificate, the IBM Professional Agile Development and Scrum Certificate, as well as the Azure Fundamentals Microsoft Certificate. Now, these were all very introductory in their respective fields, giving a brief overview of them and then moving on to some hands-on learning as well as the concepts. So Google cybersecurity was a really great refresher from the cybersecurity that I had learned before, but it really went into what a day-to-day sort of job of a security analyst might be, the different roles that a team might play, the different tools that you would use, and a little bit of practice with those as well. The AWS Cloud Practitioner Certificate was very similarly about the cloud hosting platform provided by Amazon Web Services. Again, the different tools that they would use, their portal, as well as their billing, their account types, their structures, all that good stuff. The IBM Professional Agile Development and Scrum certificate was actually a little bit of a change of pace. This was more towards project management. Really showcased how to create a proper pipeline for projects, the different roles that a team might play, the different sort of hierarchy that they might move through, and ways to be responsive in that development process. And the Azure Fundamentals was very similar to the AWS Cloud Practitioner, allowing us to see the different ways that Azure can host and basically the equivalents. They all have very similar concepts, but just under different names with their billables and their account types. There was the last one I was going to do, which is the Google Cloud Cybersecurity. I actually did finish. It was a very good certificate. There was an error in some of the grading for it, though, so I'm still waiting for that certificate to be delivered. But I did complete the course. A very great last tie together of all the different concepts with cloud and cybersecurity and how to protect user data hosted on the cloud. Now, timing wise, I chose the longest first, the Google Cybersecurity. This was actually the longest lengthwise certificate with that really broad overview. And then we moved on to the IBM certificate, very quick overview of Scrum, but very good as well. The AWS Cloud Practitioner was my first introduction to cloud, so it took me a little bit longer to get the concepts. And the Azure was a little bit easier once I had understood the basics. It was just kind of matching the like terms together. Um, and those included the prep time for the exams as well. The exams were somewhere around 40 questions, very reminiscent on the same topics that were covered in the learning classes. And the Google Cloud Cybersecurity was somewhere around 40 hours. Again, tying everything together. This one had a lot of hands-on labs using the Google console, their portal for their cloud hosting. So overall, I would say it really gave a great foundational skill level for a lot of the concepts. And again, understanding how AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud will kind of differ, but also be quite similar and how to use them. We learned a lot about cybersecurity, incident response, different types of incidents, the tools that you would use, and again, the security posturing that a company might take in different scenarios, depending on what they are hosting and trying to protect. We learned about the SIM tools and logging, which is important in sort of preparing for events, incident response, seeing if something is or isn't something that is should be escalated and responded to. And we were also able to really improve our ability to sort of navigate the different platforms and their different portals. They all have various submenus that we got to take a look at as well. And the hands-on labs and the quizzes really tied a lot of the conceptual learning to hands-on learning, being able to actually do it yourself, which was very satisfying and very good for your career growth as well. And Overall, again, it really allowed us to take ownership of our own learning and continue after college too, and be able to showcase that we can grow. So thank you very much. This has been, again, my capstone for the certificate track. I wanted to say thank you to our professors, our classmates, my friends and family for giving us our support and their belief. And this was a really great experience. I'd highly recommend the certificate track. Thank you.